Hey guys, welcome to Style Class. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to start, over the next couple of weeks, what Katura and I are going to be doing is really going through the book, not exactly chapter by chapter, but like in groupings.
Yeah.
And we are going to be stepping back and, really connecting what's happening here with the clothing in the line and things that we have at home as well. And the reason that we're doing this is that a lot of you, number one, are new to Tibby, and you're like, I don't even know where to jump in, right? What style class number is this?
27?
27, but year 5?
Season 6.
Season 6?
Season 6 at 27.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're almost hitting Seinfeld numbers here. So I get it, like, where do you jump in? So what this is going to do is help some of you newbies for where to jump in. It is going to help any of you guys who have been with us for a while kind of reaffirm things and also do a reset if you need it. Resets are always good. I had to reset this morning in my head. We'll talk about that later. So resets are always good. So that's the lay of the land here. So what do you have planned for today, Katura? Because I know you laid all this out.
Well, if you're new here, I know you know this, but Amy wrote two books, and we're on CP book 2. And so we're going to talk about adjectives. We're actually going through chapter 1, so if you have your book at home, I feel like this is a good time to open that puppy up. So adjectives, how do you find your adjectives? What is an adjective?
Well, adjectives are really important because, first of all, to step back even further, the name of the book is Creative Pragmatist, and it is called The Creative Pragmatist, two things that would seemingly be on opposite ends of a spectrum, but they are two things. It's a way of giving something a name that before was kind of nebulous for us. When we were like, oh, our style, like, it's kind of laid back and really creative, but like it still needs to function. I want it to work, and it's a little bit minimalist, but it's also like more color.
So this is a business pivot and a personal pivot.
Yeah. So Creative Pragmatist was a way to sum up something nebulous, give something some dimension, give it a name without people feeling like just because they were using so many words, I think people felt like I must be all over the place. I don't know who I am. But you do know who you are. It just hasn't been given a name before. And Creative Pragmatist is a name for people who tend to dress in opposites that seemingly come together in a way that makes you feel very whole. So you're a creative pragmatist. Now what? And the next step is really figuring out what we call your adjectives. And we limit them to 3. And 3 is like a very golden rule number.
Holy.
Exactly, the Holy Trinity, right?
Yeah.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, blah, blah, blah. So the reason for 3, though, here is when you say things in 3, it tends to sink in, it makes an impact. When you say, if you were to say ready, set, go, now, like, it deflates.
Ready, set.
It confuses.
Like,
it's like, right? Ready, set, yeah, not enough information. So 3 is like that holy bit of information there to create a good profile. When we talk about your 3 adjectives, though, what is key is that we drill them down to first principles. The first principle is when you've landed on something that cannot drill down any further. It can't be broken apart further. So if you say that your style is chill, relaxed, and laid back, those are synonyms, right? You can keep like drilling further and further down.
Yep.
So we have landed on adjectives that describe Tibby as a brand. And for me personally, they very much describe me as a person.
Yeah.
They describe Tracy as a person, which is a good thing that Tracy and I are on that same wavelength, since we are the ones that are creating this brand every day, right? So our adjectives are chill, modern, and classic. You cannot break those words down further. Modern just simply means that we have, we're always looking about what's new, we're open to change, we are forward thinking. Classic means we really respect the past. We feel grounded, we feel comfort and familiarity, but not overly so because we're still modern. And then chill means that we have a relaxed and ease about us. Even though the reality is in our real life, that may not be so every minute of the day.
Right, but that's the goal.
But that's the goal, is to approach things with an ease.
Right.
not to be like, yeah, kids play with the knives, but just, but not be like, kids don't ever touch anything,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you want a certain ease about you
Yeah.
to whatever extent. So you were talking yesterday about someone who was asking like, is a piece of clothing
Yeah, it's
CP or is
CP
it like,
clothes? Do you define the clothing you buy as CP or wear CP, or how you style it on the body? Is the question that someone asked me, and I thought that was really interesting because it's like, okay, if you have a piece of clothing, for instance, I don't know, can I say that this is CP? Like, I don't think you can say that it's not.
well, yeah, it's I think that CP is really describing the person who would wear it, right?
Right. So is this right?
Right.
So
And
the
now, is it
application-
chill, modern, and classic?
right?
No, it's chill,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a bandana.
It's classic because it
it's
has the
all-
classic bandana front.
Exactly. But I would argue it's not modern. I could wear it in a modern way, and that's why
Right.
I bought it. It's Acne, so like the kings of Scandinavian modern, right?
Right.
So I knew that I would style it in a modern way, but on its own, it's not all three of those things. And that's okay, because not everything
Has to be.
has to be. I find for me that when I invest in pieces of clothing, they need to be chill, modern, and classic.
Because it's
All
an
at
investment.
once. It's an investment, and it tends to be like the key part that's on the body. Like right now, both of us are wearing items that are chill, modern, and classic.
Right.
And then when I am investing in like just an accessory or
Add-ons.
something, that's when it's fine. Like if it wants to be pure modernity, like, here's a example, right? This is something Sarah and I had bought in Vienna, and it wasn't like we weren't having a bondage moment, but it was this Genya Watanabe piece. And for
Yeah.
me, like, I was like, I want to wear a white high neck slip dress with this and a pair of black flat sandals for Paris Fashion Week,
Yeah.
Milan Fashion Week, like
I love the
something.
button down for me.
For you, yeah, exactly. So it really was like, this is modern, but it is neither chill.
It's not chill.
It's
It's the opposite
not
of chill. It's
and
like,
not classic.
right.
So really, it's like, when do you really demand that something be chill, modern, and classic?
I'm curious, right? Because you invest, we talk about accessories all the time. And we talked about last week how you used to blow the bank on shoes. You have on jewelry right now. I have on jewelry. When do you invest in pieces like your ring with Jack on it? What made this a buy for you?
Actually, this is Cassius.
Oh.
Sorry, Jack.
Maybe I was thinking about Jack. So,
Um,
yeah, he wishes.
yeah.
So you got Cassius on the ring, and this is something that adds a little value to your outfit. Like it shows up in a way.
Yeah.
So why that piece now?
So, I mean, the good question is the why. And I think, and not because I feel like I have to defend myself to anyone, right? But you do know that when you understand the intent behind your actions, it gives you a certain calmness, right? Like, you feel much more at ease about yourself. When someone's like, why did you do that? And you literally have no fucking idea why you've done something.
Right.
It's unsettling. If you bought something, I even, like, when I'm making a decision to buy something, we talked about drilling down to first principles. That's like, oh, well, I love it. Okay, fine. But like, there's so many things we love, right? Like, we go broke. There's not enough space in the world for all the things that we
Sure.
love. So it needs to be more than that.
Let's role play. I am at your high school reunion, and I see you. I'm like, oh my God, Amy, you look so good. You work in fashion. You work in New York. I'm like, that's beautiful. Oh my God, I feel like I saw this. This is like $1 million. Like, why did you get this? Is this $1 million?
It's not. It's not $1 million.
No, I said it's like.
Yeah, like $1 million. But
It's not.
But this is what's
She's
her
a
name?
designer you wear a lot. I can't
I know,
remember.
Francesca Villa
Right.
out of Milan, right?
Right.
And so this is a ring that, if you are a friend of mine, for instance, who just loves baubles, costume jewelry,
Yeah.
right? If I told her the price of this ring, she would be like, you're insane. But for me, I don't love a lot of costume jewelry, right?
Right.
And so you're now asking me, we're at the high school reunion, And what I would say is, I love this ring. I
Mhm.
found this designer. I don't really wear things like this,
Mm-hmm.
but it always gives me like, it makes me feel happy. It gives me a lot of color and it's super luxurious. So
Mhm.
like for me, this was good enough to have this one ring.
Versus multiple.
Yeah, it didn't mean that I was now in the market for lots of bright colored, crazy rings.
Right.
But this one really spoke to me. And I think too, like even if you are a young designer or a store, this is some of the interesting things when you start to really uncover who your customer audience is. Because, you know, Francesca, when she started her collection and doing these, she might have thought that she would be attracting a lot of people who are like very colorful and over the top.
Right.
But I bet she's really getting a lot of people who are much more minimalistic, and then they want that one thing on them that is very personal and tells a story,
Right.
but still does it with the level of elegance and classicness and richness that you love.
So that brings it back to you being a CP and being able to defend, not that you have to,
Right.
yourself and be grounded in that.
Yeah.
I love that. I got this from Burton Vogue, and it's funny. It's like a colorful.
Yep.
It's cute, right? But it was something I was
Yeah,
craving
and
because
it's so Burton Vogue.
right.
Wait, see, I
Yeah.
always get confused.
And my
I love
wedding band.
this. I love this.
Thank you. This is from Burton Vogue too.
Your wedding band?
Yeah.
Wow. You put that together.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're back.
So,
So-
items.
Mm-hmm.
When you understand that you are chill, modern, and classic, or a lot of you write to me and you're like, no, I'm heritage, I'm chic, and I'm like forward thinking.
And you're like, it's the
It's a
same.
lot of the same stuff,
Yeah.
right? So what you want to do is really clue in on the items
Mhm.
that you're buying, that you're investing in, that you're going to be wearing, to make sure that they imbue those elements. Because when the item hits on all three of those monikers, that's when you know you're going to get a lot of wear out of it. So the things that you want to look for, like in a shirt,
Right.
for instance.
Okay, so when I look at this, somebody might say, this is just a button down, Amy.
Mhm.
What is chill, modern, and classic about this?
Yeah, so, and I think what's good too with breaking it down is, this is where like I think it gets confusing sometimes, like in a magazine spread, they'll
Mhm.
show you like Loewe did this pink shirt this season.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, so don't buy this when you can buy, you know, or like what are the dupe options
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes, yes, yes.
And, you know, I fucking hate a dupe that is literally a dupe, no.
Mhm.
But also, I don't like a dupe that is confusing you that you're gonna get the same feeling wearing it when there are very distinctive things about the item that are going to change the vibe of it.
You and I were talking about back in the day when we would interview for places and we'd buy a button down. And that
Mhm.
button down would be like, okay, I'm gonna put on this button down and I'm gonna show them who's boss and I wanna look a little bit chill and easy and young. And it had like 1,000,001 scenes, right? So if you
Yeah.
have 1,000 darts in something, how can you be chill? There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. Because it's gonna be like, or like if you have a Burberry trench and it's like, it's not chill.
It's not chill. And it might be a moment that you're going for,
Mm-hmm.
but it is definitely not chill.
Okay.
Um,
So button down.
A button down. So what you want to look for in, you know, like, does it have ease in it? Like the chill here is
The drop
ease is
shoulder.
in the drop shoulder. So a real traditional style button down is going to be up here and it's going to have an inset armhole.
Yeah.
It's going to be up high under your arm. And so this one with that chill built in it's going to be dropped down low. And this
Yep, go ahead.
and this is when, you know, when you're buying from Tibby, you have to understand that the ease is already baked in. There are a lot of other brands, a lot of great brands out there that they will look either chill and easy on the designers or they will look chill and easy on the models. But the reality is they cut the clothing close up to the body. I know why they do it, because the preponderance of people out there want things up close to the body. Like, that's a reality. We are swimming in a very shallow, small pool here, but you guys were all in this swimming pool together right now. So
And I think people that are slim, every scale of the body wants something close to the body because maybe it makes them feel sexy or it doesn't, or it makes them feel taller.
so you mean some people?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
saying those people that want
Yes.
that,
Yes.
it's a wide variety of people that want it.
Yeah.
I think this is a good place
So
to
we're
also-
talking to a narrow group of people here.
Right.
It's a narrow group.
Agreed.
So yeah, you've got the drop shoulder, right? You've got
The drop yoke.
the drop yoke in the back, and then the placket that is giving a little bit of volume, but it's still keeping it straight up and down.
Okay.
It's cotton poplin. It's a really, really rich cotton poplin, and they're in the fabrication and in the like. It's a classic shirt at
Right.
the end of the day, right? It's absolutely classic, but it's in this very rich bubble gum, gross pink, and the whole combination of it together and the scale of it makes it very,
CMC.
very modern. Yeah. So chill, modern, and classic.
And so for the person that's saying, okay, Amy, you're saying that the chill is baked in. Like, I don't need things oversized. I want to look professional. I feel like if I wear things chill, it's going to make me not look pulled together. What is your answer to that?
I think in this case, it really is about the styling, right?
Right.
Because, like, let's say that I worked at, let's use like a Goldman Sachs or something for an example. Like if this were your Friday dressing, and at a Goldman, I believe now you can wear jeans on a Friday. When I was at American Express, they had only just let women start wearing pants on Friday.
Was it 1802?
I know. Isn't that crazy? I remember I had this new pantsuit from Barney's and I wore it like on a Wednesday and it was Donna
And they were like,
Karen. I was like, Donna Karen, guys. And they were like, it's
Who do you
not
think you
Friday. Yes.
Go home.
I got it. It's not Friday. Anyways, but if I were wearing this at Goldman, can I put this, should I put?
Yes.
Hey, Sloan. No, actually, I'm going to put it on because, well, here, I started to bring Sloan out to show the Goldman example.
Yeah.
But here's something important. If you've got this pink shirt and you're wanting to make it feel more formal, more classic for an office.
Not this, because this is going to read chill, and there's something about it that's going to be a little bit too relaxed.
Yeah, it's too casual. Even if you put a pump on with it, even if you put a belt on with it, the lighter wash denim, it just embodies casual, like it screams it. So I would not do that here. Remember, guys, we are talking a Goldman Sachs executive here. You are almost,
but not there, right?
Almost. Like I would say, you know, your shape is giving it some design. I'd want to pull it within with a belt or something, and I would definitely want it buttoned up.
Is this also, I know we haven't gotten there, but this is also a color conversation. Like color, where this falls, right? Because this is a little lighter. So
Yeah.
the contrast isn't really there.
This is where I think when we talk about like,
We're definitely 3 shades.
yeah, because like when we talk about what jean when,
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, 3 different.
remember all these things in the book layer upon each other. It is not a coincidence that we started with really understanding, are you a CP and what are your adjectives? So in our case, the adjectives are chill, modern, and classic. That's the foundation. But you can see now these next levels, like when you're looking at denim here, that is the raw, more structured denim.
Darker.
You've got darker, but it's got a soft wash on it and a design detail. And then you've got
Light, but
very light, you know, old school Levi, Western Wrangler colored denim. So this is where the nuance then comes in of like, where do these jeans play a certain role, you know?
I'd love to see you in this.
Yeah, let me go put this on real
So
quick.
Amy had on the mica crepe and the V-neck, which is actually the other longer sleeve version of what Sloan is wearing. And we know this body, this easy fitted shoulder. So Sloan, you're from Texas. You went to UTA?
UT, Austin, yes.
Not to be confused. All right.
Yes, UT,
So
Austin.
do you feel like you lean a little bit more class? Like where do you fall?
I would say
Not on
that
the CP scale, but on classic, modern, and chill.
probably chill and classic. I think I like a classic silhouette, but I don't I don't gravitate toward things that are tight to the body necessarily. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think I would crave a tight button down. I like a baggy denim, but if I'm wearing a baggy denim, I do like a little bit more structure, I would say, on top, but
Mhm.
not something tight per se.
Okay. So there's an opportunity here for you to really lean into modernity. When we've had you on before, it seems like when we add things, everything is always modern, but you're just in a more modern way. You feel like, I've gotten that
Mhm.
piece.
Yeah, because I mean, clearly, you moved to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a sense of like adventure and wanting
Mhm.
to explore.
Modern thinking and that just to leave Texas and come here.
Exactly,
Right.
right? And so, and not even just that it's Texas, it's leaving your home.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And so I think that in that craving of that, I think that's why when you have put on things that are really modern, but they work so much with your chill and your classic,
Mm-hmm.
it's like such a good sweet spot for
Mhm.
you, and it's stressful when you can't find that,
Mm-hmm.
because then you're like, well, then I can just never go there.
Yeah.
Right.
Want to talk
Okay,
about this?
so starting here, the little things I'm gonna do to Goldman this up. So here, I'm gonna put on a closed toe
Mhm.
shoe. I'm wearing denim and I'm not gonna go with a full pump here, but I'm not angry, if someone did, whatever. Then what I'm gonna do is,
She has the other one. Go ahead. Oh, okay.
so I'm gonna tuck me in. And then, yeah, because I've only brought like kind of over the top belts here.
Oh, I found it.
Should be in there.
Got it. I knew that you were gonna. Now, why are you adding a belt? Talk us through. So you have one.
I don't necessarily need a belt here, but it's more that the way that I'm wearing the Alec jean here, and I just want to point out a change to Alec this season that I love is we turned this into a 5-pocket detail.
Mhm.
If you guys own Alec from last year, it was a great seller, but we had done it as a trouser pocket, and now we have it as a 5-pocket detail. And so I'm wearing the Alec here, and Alec sits a little bit, like it can sit a little bit lower on you, and it's more relaxed. And I think since I'm trying to like give this a little more rigor and button it up more, I'm gonna just bring it up to my belly button point and just force it to be a little bit of a higher waist, and not like a fashion higher waist.
Right.
Just give it like a little more regularness, I guess.
But in having it sit a little lower, you get more versatility, right? Because you can wear it lower
Yes.
and higher.
Now, I've just got options, right?
Yeah.
But now I can do this, right? And now if I came in and I was like, sell, buy, you'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I trust her. And then I've got the closed toe shoe. And then when I am running around, depending on the day, this is the selvage denim here. As you can see, it's the Japanese selvage denim. And I can hike this up and do other things with it when I don't want to be so formal.
Cool.
So really, like, why would I ever, for me, invest in a top that would be so structured and limiting? Because I love it that when I am wearing this top, that I can absolutely like, get the sleeves unbuttoned if I can ever get this unbuttoned. I got it, there you go. That I can do this. I could even wear like, if it were the weekend, I could even put on like a tonal bra here and kind of just work something interesting there, and then let this like hang down and slouch some more. So
if you
this,
were working
Hmm?
during the weekend, what would you pair with that pink shirt, and how would you?
that's what I was saying, like, if I were going out, like, I could wear,
Oh yeah.
like, if I were going out at night, like, date night,
Oh yeah.
which my husband and I, babe, we gotta do, like, oh my God, we're so bad. We're like, let's do a date night, and then we end up ordering in Indian food and watching, reruns of 30 Rock, which is so freaking good, by the way. So if it were date night,
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing the pink bra.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go quite low here. I'm gonna get my sleeves up. And, I got the pink bra on, blah, blah, blah.
And when would you wear it down? Like, when would you wear your shirt untucked? Is this a vacation moment? Like, what calls for out Sure. And I know we're spending a lot of time on it, but this is really about how are you styling this multiple ways? And
Yeah,
also,
because it really can, like, it's chill, modern, and classic, but I think one of the things that we've talked about is, or that the book really lays out clearly, is that we can all be having this shirt, and then you have this scale on the CP scale, that the CP scale goes literally from super creative to super pragmatic, and all the pieces that we create should allow someone to slide along that scale and still retain their personality.
so if,
Yeah.
sorry. So if you have the book, we really do dig deep into CP scale, which is like a C10 would be a very high.
C10, Sarah Brody,
C10, Sarah Brody.
90% of the time.
Right. So Sarah Brody, C10, P1, meaning that you're the most creative and you're actually the least pragmatic. But and not
Well,
not
you're
in that.
pragmatic.
You're
You're so
pragmatic, but you're not
pragmatic,
showing as much of it in that styling.
Yeah, because Sarah is super pragmatic.
I was gonna say
I mean,
she's
if
highly
you've ever
pragmatic.
seen her run across an airport in her clothes, like, the
Oh my God.
consideration is absolutely there, you know? No, she's like
Well, I'm thinking about her emails. Like, I feel like she's very pragmatic in how she approaches business.
she's like one of those ants, though, like when they talk about
A
ants
worker ant?
carrying their body weight, like 5 times over. It's crazy.
Right.
So, anyways, but the idea is that I can get more creative here. So if you saw me right now, like if I were to be on that scale, I would be like a C, maybe like a C6, a P4, right?
Which is where you live, right? So when we're talking about
Yeah,
C6,
I'm
P4, it's like
kinda
the
right
middle.
in that middle range there.
Yeah.
But this is, and then you can just keep, it's like the more like you add on here, had I gone with like, the silver belt or
Yeah.
something and mixing in the gold, like there's all different, are you gonna give me green and pink together?
No, I won't. But that's, I mean, that unless it was an earring or a purse. But I was curious about Sloan because her outfit and her personality is really smack dab in the middle of the CP scale also. I think you lean a little bit more P than C, right? So how to take something like her outfit and really make it a little bit more
Yeah,
C.
yeah, and I think too, it's worth noting that if you're someone who leans on the P side,
Mm-hmm.
those woofs, those without fails, are like my holy grail, right? Like it's where I start every morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I do definitely tend to invest in clothing pieces and accessories that really can push the creative side,
Mm-hmm.
but I tend not to get duplicative in them.
Okay.
So where I might have 3 or 4 pairs of raw denim jeans,
Right.
if I'm gonna be buying like a bright blue sweater,
Mm-hmm.
one is enough, like, and it's gotta, because it's filling the need of adding a different color here.
Right.
So like if I bought a bright blue sweater, I don't also need a bright blue shirt and a bright blue
So
sweatshirt.
this is a tool now.
Because this is now a tool,
Okay.
exactly. One hammer in my toolbox.
Yeah, right. You're right. Unless it's a little teeny hammer and a big one. Some people need that little teeny wheel.
They do, but this is still, this is all my wood and everything that I'm building with, and then, yeah,
All right, so
But-
you're wearing, this is the Mercedes wool,
yes.
right? And we lean into like,
This one's a cashmere,
oh, that's the cashmere, you're
this
right.
one's a cashmere.
That's an ink. And this is the
But it
Mercedes.
comes in the, wait, does it?
Yeah.
Does that color come? I can't remember.
Oh, no, ink. Ink comes in washable cashmere.
Yeah,
This is washable cashmere.
And this is mercerized.
Yeah. this
So,
is a skin
that's
like
mercerized.
mercerized, yeah.
When we use, I really love this together.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's something really pleasing to me, and I know this is both on ring 4. But when we use sweaters here, we use them in a multitude of ways. So when you're buying a sweater for styling just on the body, right? This would be a very pragmatic way to wear it. If you just wore this sweater, V-neck, tucked in, or like a little front tuck, and go on your business. But now it's a tool.
But now it's a tool.
Cool.
Exactly. And if you really are more on the creative side, wearing like a lot of color all the time,
Mm-hmm.
this is actually a core element then in your closet, right? And, so it really just depends on,
So for those that are like, I live in ring 4 only, and this, like, I met someone yesterday and she only had red, green, purple, yellow. This is when you lean into something like a gray, because this is going to give you grounding to that outfit. So if you're wearing some of the red oranges that we had from summer, spring on the bottom, then you could use a gray sweater to kind of ground that.
Mhm.
So I was curious for you. I had a t-shirt a moment ago and I wanted to see, but I feel like I almost don't want you to wear this because it would read more chill. Like this with denim
Right.
would read more chill. You would totally need like a blazer or something on with it.
Yes.
Can I see it? And now I want to give you my Liam because we have to find a way to like really make this. Like, how do you dress up a t-shirt and dress it down? Because she has denim on.
Yeah, but I don't wear.
You don't wear denim. You wear tees, but you
But
wear
I
blazers.
would not. Okay, but it's kind of like brights with whites, brights with lights.
So she's in. That's a light denim.
Yeah. So
Let's see.
I have a feeling
It's not gonna.
that it's going to be a vibe that if you're into that, it's going to read more preppy and classic the minute she comes out. So the other thing I wanted to say too, like just for dialing up the creativity or down, this is the t-shirt. I was explaining a couple weeks ago how Tracy had found this artist and we worked with him on creating this piece. And for me, having some type of novelty that is on the richer side is something that is a classic in my closet. So I'm a huge fan of like I was at a Chris Stapleton concert last week. I bought the tee, right? If I'm in a weird small town or a place that has memories like Solo, Indonesia. I remember I was there and they were having a gigantic badminton tournament. So I bought their badminton t-shirt, right? Like souvenir, it means a lot to me. And that's where I expect to spend a little. And I wear them with denim and I wear them with a blazer and they bring back really good memories and they do all of that job. But then there are sometimes when there's a t-shirt that is more artistic that I want to play a bigger role in design. I want it to be a little more luxurious and more purposeful in the fit, right? Like when you're buying a t-shirt at a concert, it's not going to have all the interesting detail. Oh, okay.
Well,
hello.
We had a conversation, Sloan and I, because
Yes.
no matter what, that's gonna look chill. She put it on and we were both like,
No, she looks so preppy.
right. But even for me, I'm still more chill. So I needed a black blazer to really ground me.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And so now, can I tell a quick story on this one?
Mhm.
So this is a t-shirt, guys. We'll tag this afterwards, but you can shop it directly at the Queen's Court Inn. It is a family-owned hotel.
What is it though? Like,
It's a little motel on St. Simon's Island, Georgia, completely family-owned.
how'd you find it?
Well, I mean, for us,
Yeah.
when we were,
Did you stay there before? As it like when you were younger?
well, no, for us, and this is bad, don't do this, but like in high school, we would
Already know.
rent out a room and we would skip school and then we would just go there and smoke and drink and then,
I've done that at the Holiday Inn where I grew up. So
right? Yeah.
look at us now,
Like,
adults.
here we are. Who knew?
Oh no, we
Who
make
knew?
it.
Later on, we'd be back. Anyways, sorry, Mom.
There's the golden thread, guys.
Sorry, Mom. But anyways, so when we did our photo shoot last year, we ended up shooting there. We wanted to really, promote a local audience. So this is the Queen's Court Inn, and they have some of these T-shirts, and I just love it. And
The good green.
really good memories, and the good green. Love it with the black hair.
Yeah. I needed the black hair because I needed to make it feel like less
Yeah.
like.
Because I would
this-
wear it straight up with the raw denim and like
Love.
the gold
This-
sandal
And
and
this
everything.
did not work.
Yeah.
No.
But because of the light.
I can see that. I
So-
can totally imagine that.
Yeah.
What-
it like instantly went on, and I feel like
But I think it's like a color wheel conversation is also like it was very chill. There's no way that jeans that are this light
Mhm.
with wash and with a t-shirt is gonna look like
polished in any way.
yeah.
Right.
So tell me about the vest because I've seen you in a few vests, but I like it on you.
I
with the
don't.
denim.
Yeah, I'm not normally a vest person,
Mhm.
but I am. I love jeans. I feel like I wear a pair of jeans almost every single day.
Mhm.
But I do like that this gives it kind of more that like dressy element, and it kind of
Mhm.
leans into the more maybe like classic of the chill, modern, and classic. Like this is chill. They're slouchy, light wash denim, and then this is like a structured tropical wool.
Can you turn around because it's almost like it wants to look like it's a peplum, and I think that would make it. If you had these seams all over, it would not be chill. But getting this seaming at the back really pulls it in and gives beautiful design details.
Mhm.
Amy, in this size, do you wear 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a 4,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is my size.
Yeah, this
you
one
have a
is
broader
definitely,
shoulder, right?
I do have a broad shoulder.
this one is definitely, meant to give a little closer to the body.
Mhm.
This is perfect for when you are looking to balance out your look with that kind of slim and skin and big.
Mhm.
Now, when we were talking about the book, when we talk later on in style classes about the book's principles, I was very careful in the book to call them principles, because having something slim on when you're wearing something big is not a rule in how one dresses.
Mm-hmm.
It is, if you are getting dressed and you feel off and uncomfortable, then it may be because everything you have on is big and it's making you feel more one-dimensional, or everything is small and it's making you feel more one-dimensional. So remember, principles are there to help you figure things out, but they are absolutely not, they're not laws, they are not rules.
So I just threw that on her shoulders because it was like, that's a slimmer pant,
Yeah.
but just having that, that's mine, but seeing how a bigger jacket would look over the slim.
Well, yeah, and what I love about this now is it is giving like a different level of modernity. And do you have the cow,
Yes.
the
zebra.
zebra?
Yeah.
Thanks. Cow, zebras,
Whatever.
animal. But like, I think too, like, had you added the belt here, for instance, like if you were going out at night, like if this is in your office repertoire, like just going out at night,
Mhm.
that gives it like one more element
Right.
to what you're doing, right? So these little tools that you have in your closet become really important, because you're still along that CP scale, but you're sliding along it, you know, like
Right.
during the day, maybe you're working in a more serious environment, and then you're letting yourself go out at night, you're getting more creative, but you feel like yourself. You didn't take the leopard belt and go put it on with like a red bandage dress and a
Right.
pair of strappy heels. You know, you're doing it in a way that you feel good.
Mhm.
And I think what's important, when Katura, you and I were saying this morning that, like, I opened up Vogue.com
Mm-hmm.
and immediately it was like what?
No, I'm,
What?
go ahead, we're both.
We're going to talk about Jack.
Oh no, I'm not pushing for a dog winner yet.
Yeah.
But immediately, sorry, spam risk. When I opened it up, it was like, here are the top looks from Copenhagen Fashion Week. Well, you know, you can imagine what they look like, right? Like everything was super push, very over the top, very exciting and thrilling.
Right.
And I start looking at it and I'm like,
I'm gonna wear that.
oh man, I want to wear that. I want to look like that. I want to do that. I want to do that. You know, and then I'm like, I say that, but then I know that like a Julie Polipas is going to stroll right in front of me. And if I'm too peacocked out and then Julie Polipas walks by or Sarah Harris walks by looking so fucking chic, I'm going to be like, why?
Why did I go
I'm
this
in
far?
costume. Why did I go this far? It's not me.
I've been there.
Yeah.
What's that beach story?
So
Favorite beach?
I think, but I think that the important thing is though, is when you're drawn to those things,
Yeah.
the way that you recalibrate yourself and make sure that you don't go off the rails
Mm-hmm.
is really like, okay, I do, like, my poster child is Sarah Harris. It is, you know, Julie Polipas.
And for
It's-
those that don't know her, where do they fall on the CP scale, or like what is
They're
it?
definitely like P9, C2s.
Mhm.
And then you have like, and then even like Sherry McMullen to me is the poster child of right in between, balancing it all.
But she slides it so well
She
that you
slides
almost
it.
forget that she's sliding. Like,
Yeah.
she's still so pragmatic in her approach.
Because she is so clearly her, no
Mhm.
matter what.
Right.
So that it's just, when you think about the pieces that you're investing in, you're thinking, if this is my most pragmatic self, can I make sure that I can still make it really, really creative? But if you're like me and you're going from middle CP to far P, when you are going creative, you don't want to
Lose
lose the
yourself.
bank on it.
Yeah. It's funny, I threw this on because I was like, okay, what will I feel like in an all pink sweatsuit? Like, how do I feel? I don't feel out of place. It feels like a lot for me. And I can't figure out, like, what is it? It's not that it's too chill. I would wear this. I actually wear monochrome really well. It's
Yeah.
my go-to. My stuff.
What happens when you have that black jacket on?
Right.
Like the
It's
way-
so,
I'm curious.
it's gonna ground it, right? So,
I'm curious, because it is a little, now granted, I have a picture of me in high school in that same sweatsuit, but nowhere near as cool, and I was painting a monogram on it from my friend Peggy.
ooh, love that. We teased my sister. She had this yellow sweatsuit, and if you're watching, I'm sorry, because she's the most pragmatic person. Her house was paid off when she was like whatever age. She's only worn this yellow sweatsuit, and she won't buy a new one.
Yeah,
but she's like probably has more money. That's because she's like saved and she's pragmatic. But so I think about that, and I think it's like a part of me. Let me show you. So I don't hate it because as a mom running around, I feel like this makes me feel more modern and still chill. But I need more range here, and I want to feel like I have another option.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the jacket on.
Now, do you feel like can you go to a restaurant in this yet?
Yeah.
Or do you want to, okay.
Yeah, I can go to brunch in this. I probably would put on a tank only because I have a big shirt on.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like I don't need a heel here. I feel like this really grounds the pink for me. It gives it a little bit more edge. I think it was the sweatsuit. It's like, it's very femme.
But I do think like now, if you're Copenhagen Fashion Week,
Right.
that's where you could go like full on all the way. Okay,
Right.
so I want to show, I'm going to show you something.
Okay, show me. So guys, if you're new here, one of my first items that I bought before I worked at Tibby was a Calder sweatpant. And I immediately felt like there's no way they have made a sweatpant look so modern but also so chill. And I find that for new moms and for people that live a really like quiet or soft life, having something that's easy to wear in the home or not in the workplace, but also being able to translate it to the workplace is really good. So I've gone from wearing on the weekend, right, which is still like modern, forward, going to the playground, wearing in a more professional but creative environment, which is what I do, to wearing in a more creative, like nighttime environment. So now I'm wearing a sandal with the same look, and I feel very elevated. And it's good. I love that I'm like, come and knock on my door when I do the one foot. Okay, so you're back in your white shirt.
Can I borrow your blazer for
Yes,
a
you
second?
can.
Because what I wanted to show was when you understand the why behind your actions,
Oopsie.
you can pull things off. And
Gotcha.
so, Katura, yesterday when you and I were talking, and we were talking about that story where I was saying that when I worked at American Express, there was this woman who came in and she was wearing a menswear tie.
Oh yes.
And I just thought, oh my God, it was so chic. And again, this is the 90s. This is when you had like all the ad campaigns of like, what's her name that like married what's his name and she does yoga and
Amy, that's on so many women. Catherine.
Christy Charlington.
Okay.
Like even she, like that Vogue would shoot her with like the menswear tie. I'm like, I wanted that so bad. And I remember I went to Ann Taylor,
Been there.
and I bought this dress that they had that had a tie like all baked in. And I came back and I was like, I'm gonna wear this, and I never felt like myself in it. I felt like I was posing.
You weren't
It was so
yourself,
baked
you
in.
were her.
I was her. And it was interesting because I don't wear scarves because they make me feel very matronly. I think it's my age, my hair, the whole thing. When I say I can't pull them off, I can't pull them off
It's for
straight
you.
up.
It's
Because
for not
for me, I don't think other people look matronly when they wear them. That's how I feel. But what I found for me though was now I realize that like a tie almost functions like a scarf.
Right.
Where someone may rely on a scarf to give a little bit of color or something at the neck, I realize.
It's like a scarf / necklace for you.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I don't wear a lot of necklaces either. And so, I have been lately, but I don't go out and buy them on purpose. So I realized like, this is giving me scarf vibes. And the more that I just realized like, you know what, I'm using it for color. I'm using it to wear something and I can have it be unbuttoned and look very disheveled, but somehow having the tie around your neck makes it look more put together. So if I had worn this at American Express in my 20s, if I had known more about who I was back then and my personal style, then I would have overcome my biggest fear when I put that Ann Taylor outfit on, because my biggest fear was that I would be called out for trying to be something that I wasn't. And now I know the why. Like if someone were to say, "Why are you wearing that tie? You're not a man. It's not Friday," whatever.
Whose voice was that? You're not a man, it's not Freddie.
It's the compilation of the man. But anyway, I'm just kidding on that part. So anyway, so this, now I know the why.
Yeah.
Now I know the why behind the tie. I feel very good in the tie. But I will say, I still don't like it when it's pushed on me like an outfit. Like when I was in Paris, I tried on the Saint Laurent tops with the tie, and I'm like, it's all baked in. Like,
I was going to say, you're not going to do something that's baked in because you want to be able to have
I don't
range
want it all
here.
baked in.
Okay.
And so if you are a person who loves what a scarf can do for you, but they feel too matronly, too feminine, then this is an option. This is like a good place where you might find your sweet spot.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just threw on a skirt with this because I was like, I want to see what this pink does with another color on the color wheel. And we've talked about this before. I was raised in the church and also like a little bit more of a conservative community. So when I put on a pleated skirt, I have feelings of like, okay, this is refined, but like too refined for me. So how can I give this something? So I needed something like the boot, but I just saw this laying there. I was like, I need something. I kept pulling my hair back because I didn't need the hair and the scarf, but it just gave it a little bit more of a, not edge, but like interest.
It did.
Yeah.
It outfitted it. No, I'm just like, no. Well,
I mean, this is the outfit to me if I'm like,
well, is it?
yeah, I hate that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I love that.
Because you see my
Okay,
But this is why I can defend this because I feel good in this.
yes. I mean, again, like prove that.
Because I feel, it feels like a necklace for me. All right.
It's just proof that like everyone just
Things
different, right?
Right.
Okay, let me put this jacket on because this one could be straight up super modern.
Well, can I tell people about your collar? Didn't you do this to your collar?
Oh yeah, this is an old Tibby. The collar was we were in the mood for like a really strong collar then, so I just trimmed it
So,
and then I left it raw edged.
so if you have the Franklin and you're in the mood for a strong edge, or a less strong collar, just do what you want.
Just go for it. And also, honestly too, if you're scared, like there's this great, there's a really great vintage store in Austin, Texas, where they've just got slews of men's shirts for $5 each. Those are really good places to start to experiment. You can screw up or not, just go for it.
You're not screwing up when it already existed, right?
Exactly.
All right, so Sloan, center of C, P, scale. How do you feel?
Good. This feels, something feels wrong with the shoe. I don't know what it is.
So what shoe are you craving? I feel like
Like a
it'd be nice
stuffy
for you-
sandal, I think.
I feel like
matchy.
I think that it's
I
the gray
agree.
tone and it's lost, which is not bad, but it also
Get a handle on
I
this.
feel like you do need a bare shoe because you're wearing something that's covered everywhere, but something that's feminine and grounded. And it's not, I don't think it's pragmatic for you. You wear heels
Right.
to work, but you don't need a heel in this particular outfit.
No.
So would you wear color on the body with this? You have these in black.
I do have those in black. And I love them and I love the red.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not where I would.
Wear your red.
No.
So this is creative in a more pushed way with the silhouette, but not with the color. So when people are asking like, how can I get more creative in my outfitting? Maybe you need something that's a silhouette you're not comfortable with or used to. Like this overall is something that's out of your wheelhouse. And also this is the Sid shape on it overall. So this is pushed along with the sleeve. Can we show them the sleeve? So this has the little gusset on it. It's like a little hidden Tibby Easter egg that you're gonna find. But if you did this in a red jumpsuit, this would be too much. So in black denim, it's more digestible, right?
And in a Sid silhouette, which is something I'm
That you're familiar
comfortable.
with.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the overall part of it is what feels pushed to me.
Right. That makes sense.
Totally. And then if you want to go super 90s, you do that one. Okay, so I have gone like all the dark colors here, right? I'm giving a little bit of breathing room here on the
You're scaring me right now. I'm nervous, actually.
Why?
I don't know. You came out. You were like, it just felt more. It felt serious. It felt like you went to a
because
business
it's
meeting.
August, right? But I feel, it's just such a cool jacket, right? So this is where I'm really leaning into.
You look like Amy with a capital A.
Yeah, and what I love is when it's this modern, it's still like a black blazer, but it's so modern. It's got all the creativity there. So creativity doesn't mean that you've gone like crazy with colors or anything. Sometimes it just means like you're just wearing cool as fuck jacket.
Well, I also like that this is black, so you're gonna probably wear it more, and it has all these cutouts. But
Yeah.
if this were in red or green, you're gonna be less likely to buy it or wear it because it's gonna be baked in.
I know, but Tracy swears she's going to be wearing a red jacket soon. I know.
All right, we're gonna put bet money on that.
I'm like, all right, you fly Virgin Atlantic, they're going to ask you for extra peanuts.
I am done with you. Okay, so tell me about. I want to talk about
Okay,
the fabric
so-
because we haven't showed this guy.
So he can, so this one, you can leave him open, which I love.
You
I'm
take him
wearing
fully
a
off.
cap sleeve shirt, so I do love being able to see the skin here.
Mm-hmm.
I think too that for me, when I'm wearing something dark, like you said that I was scaring you when I came out.
Scary in a good way. Like I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, but I think that like if I were getting dressed
Mm-hmm.
and let's say I'm not in the mood to be that tuck, that daddy. Well, yeah, if I'm not in the mood to be fucked with, I'm like, don't call me the C word. Anyways,
The CP word. creative.
CP words. And
All right, so
then,
you would add something.
okay, one thing can be like if I were getting dressed in my closet, and if this didn't feel good, because maybe I'm not wanting to be this aggressive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna try like putting on the little diamond necklace.
Mm-hmm. It
Here.
softens it a little bit.
Okay, right, soften for sure. But maybe I wasn't looking to soften up. Maybe I'm looking for a little more quirk or
Mhm.
something. So this is where then I've got this, like I don't let this go,
Mhm.
right? So let's try this. So if I put this
100%.
on, like, okay, this definitely, if my goal was really like, I feel serious,
Right.
this is so not serious that it is the perfect antonym to really make me feel the way I wanted to feel.
And there's more
Right.
power in your hands and in your closet
Right.
than you realize, right? Because you were wearing dark colors. Of course, it's gonna do that. I definitely feel like my eyes and my heart towards you have softened since you've added a little bit of color.
No, it's funny, right? And you can see that it's the antonym. There's no, when I say that you should look for an opposite in your closet to fix something by stating how you feel. I feel serious.
Mm-hmm.
Feminine, super feminine is the opposite of super serious as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute that I put it on, I realized that that wasn't what I was going for. And so then going in with quirky and fun turned out to be like what I wanted in this moment so that you are not afraid of me.
I think
Right.
this is why the book is such a good tool book for people that are showing up in the workplace and wondering why they're not listening to me or why they're, it's so many things. Or when you come to a party and people either gravitate to you or kind of stray away, these are all things that you don't care about. You don't have to care about, but it's important because you're
Well-
giving language.
You're giving language and okay, like yes, that's part of it, right? But the thing is inevitably what you're giving is usually what's coming off even in your demeanor. Like you start to really, really feel it. So I think that when you are communicating with someone, if I'm sitting there and I know that I'm feeling very modern and serious, but in the way that because of the way I look, but I'm truly wanting to feel much more easy and creative and fun or whatever, that conflict of me not nailing the way I look with the way I'm feeling and want to feel creates like
It shows up.
instability in you. Like it makes you question yourself. It makes you wonder, about it. It just makes you less certain.
I feel the opposite. I'll be right back. I want to put a black jacket on.
Okay.
I want to scare you.
Okay, so I just want to show that this completely converts into a vest, which is really, really helpful. Davina, I'm not suggesting this, but I'm sure Davina's going to find some way to be able to wear the sleeves on their own. That's a challenge for her though, because I can't imagine that working, but if anyone can sort that out, Davina can. Anyways, I want to show you. Here, this is a vest. Personally, I tend to not.
Oh.
You know I don't wear a sleeve.
I know, but I'm not mad at this because it's tone on tone almost.
Well, I mean, I think.
But if it were white, I'd be like, what?
And I think the fact is, like, no one's truly disapproving of it. It's more like it just
For
never
you.
feels way. So if I had on this shirt, though, I'm not going to go buy a sleeveless version of this shirt to remedy this. I'm just going to. The shirt has a lot of spandex in it, so I'm just going to pop that up there,
This is good,
and
Amy.
that's going to work.
It's good.
He's good vest.
Yeah.
He's very good. So this is him buttoned up. I'm wearing. Can you tell me, is it sized or?
Yeah, this one?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
this
sized. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
So this
It's
is
got
tailored.
The inside
So
armhole.
this is actually felted wool.
Yeah.
And I like that this is not a wearing the summer jacket.
No, he is not wearing the summer jacket.
No.
He absolutely. Oh, sorry, I'm misbuttoning him. He is.
I mean,
He
it's
is a coating weight.
Yes.
He's a coating weight. So, when he is the real deal. If you're in South Florida and you work in South Florida and you do not travel to colder climates to work, you can wear this in January,
You know what's funny?
1st through the 15th.
I'll show what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I came out and I had the boot on and it was in black and I was like, okay, I like this. This made this a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Taking the pink away.
Yeah.
I put on the red shoe and I immediately was kind of like,
Oh, really?
well, I like it, but I was distracted from because white sometimes for me is almost like a ring four. It's very bright.
Mhm.
So I felt like I was like, I don't want that. I want to see it without. So I'm gonna pop the white shirt off and
Okay.
see what it does.
Um,
So Amy,
white shirts are so good, except for when they're not.
right, because you don't like them with black, but then sometimes we do. That's why they're
Sometimes we
principles.
do. Yeah, like a white shirt, that's why when people just tell you that you should have this formula in your closet, it's such bullshit. Like white shirts work when they work because they tend to create a certain vibe and they can be styled in ways to give you different vibes, but they're not as easy as they pretend to be. Like
Okay.
they're kind of like little fakers in that way.
So I took my shirt off. So she's definitely giving you. Where are you? I was like, I know I didn't block you that far. So I'm a pin
Wow.
girl. I know, but like I'm only showing you a hint.
Yeah.
I'm a pin.
No, I know. I mean, like, I don't feel like I'm in a
Like, this is
live
where-
OnlyFans or something.
Live. It's OnlyFans. That's the most mom thing you've ever said.
Wait. I said, I feel like I'm not in a live.
Oh, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
You're right. You do know what it
I
is.
didn't say the Instagram. God damn it. Fucking with me with the blonde thing.
Sorry, my bad. All right, guys. So yeah. So just taking that white shirt off, I feel
Yes.
better, right?
Yeah.
I have this chain on.
Yep. And okay, yeah, like this. I mean, but you felt better with the red shoe in general.
I like the
as long
red
as the
shoe.
white shirt.
Yeah, as long as the white shoe was.
Yeah.
I mean, I can show you both, but I'm craving something. I'm craving the white.
Well, they're just different.
They're just different.
I mean, and not in like the Devil
Ooh.
Wears Prada sort of way where like they're so different.
Right,
Like,
so
these
this is
are
one-
so different. It's a totally different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different vibe.
So different vibe.
Yeah, those look great.
Cool.
Okay. Is there anything else here to be? Okay, so recap.
Yeah, let's do a recap. So we talked about your adjectives. Here at Tibby, so a CP is someone that's everybody's really a CP if I can say it. They don't know it yet or they won't allow themselves to be, but they
Well-
crave being creative if they're pragmatic and they
Yeah, I would say that if you're tuning in, that no matter what, you are craving dimensionality. And while creativity and pragmatism might not be your dimensional area that you are craving, at least craving dimensionality, this platform will help you understand how to build that out for you.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
So, and then the adjectives.
Right.
And that requires a lot of digging, and it is very much first principles. The first principles, there's
Can't be
no
stripped
more, they cannot be stripped down any further. When you understand your adjectives, what you want to do is in the key items in your closet, when you shop, when you buy, when you purge, you really want to look for those adjectives in the items of clothing absolutely preferable that they have all three at once. They don't have to, but when they have all three at once, chill, modern, and classic, it just means you're gonna wear it
A lot. You'll get a lot of range out of it.
Jinx.
Knock on wood.
And then, depending on where you are on the scale, for me, I lean much more pragmatic. And this is where I do tend to rely on a lot of different tools in my closet to help me be more creative when I want to be. And it's why I would tend to not invest in like a hot pink sequin blazer, for instance. Like if I'm going to spend that much money on something from like a Loewe, for instance, I'd rather just buy the perfect gray leather bag from Loewe. You know, like if I invest in that blazer, it's because I've gone to that great like menswear bridal shop in Savannah, Georgia. It's so good. They've got tuxedos, so good. Anyways,
They have Sam Adams in like every color alligator shoe known to man. Okay.
and they're men's trouser socks and they're sheer and they're so good. Yeah, so this is just a start. You guys, the book, I promise you,
It's really good.
it's really good. Someone wrote to me the other day and they're like, I don't even know where to start. I'm like, to be honest, you have to read the book and then come back and then we'll have a chat.
Yeah.
But it's really, it's useful.
Yeah.
I promise. Okay.
Cool. So a little housekeeping. Amy
Oh.
and Christine and Sarah. No? You'll be in
No,
Chicago.
Just Christine and I? Yeah.
So Amy will be
We're
at
going to be at Space 519.
Mhm.
I don't think Sarah's going. No, I would know if she was going. So we're going to be at Space 519
great
in
here.
Chicago.
Mhm.
Oh, that green is good, especially with that blue. And then the following week, Katura and Christine and I are going to be in San Francisco with McMullen. And then we have a little bit of break. And then around the 25th or so of September, we are going to be in London and we are going to be doing lots of styling appointments in London and kind of a book talk in a new way, like how we were talking about
Interactive.
journaling and everything. And then I'm going to go on to Vienna and we're going to do the event with Schneeweiss in Vienna, launching the apartment there. And then I go on to Paris and then, importantly, Sarah gets married. All things are leading to Sarah getting married. Okay, they're not, but we can have fun and say that it is. So,
Sweet.
bye guys. We will see you. next week on Tuesday as well.
Okay, so next week we will also be discussing
'Cause
the
it's in
CP book
Francisco.
2. We will let you know so you can kind
More
of study up
chapters.
and meet us what chapters we're going to be discussing. It's going to be good.
Bye guys.